If Warren Buffett himself told you that you're throwing money away, would you listen? Well, one of the greatest legends in the investment world has a clear warning. Most people are burning money on something that seems harmless, but destroys their savings in the long run. The worst part? You could be making this mistake right now without even realizing it, and by the time you notice, it might be too late to fix it. Want to know what it is and how to stop wasting your retirement savings? Then watch until the end so you don't miss a single detail. If you want to learn more of Warren Buffett's strategies, subscribe to the channel now. These are the 6 biggest money wasters that Warren Buffett would never make. Number 1. Paying unnecessary investment fees. Did you know that you could be losing thousands of dollars without even realizing it? Hidden fees in investments are one of the biggest silent thieves of your wealth, and Warren Buffett has always warned against this mistake. Many investment funds, financial advisors, and even brokerages charge fees that, in the long run, can drastically reduce your returns. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize how much they're paying. To put it into perspective, imagine you invest $500,000 in a mutual fund that charges a 1.5% annual management fee. Sounds small? Think again. Over 20 years, you will have paid more than $200,000 just in fees, money that could have been growing in your portfolio. Now compare that to a low-cost index fund that charges only 0.05% per year. The savings can be staggering. Warren Buffett has always advocated investing in low-cost index funds such as the S&P 500 Index Fund because they eliminate unnecessary fees and offer consistent returns over time. Instead of paying fund managers who try and often fail to beat the market, these funds simply track the market at a minimal cost. What can you do to stop losing money on fees? Review your fees now. Check how much you're paying for each investment fund, brokerage, or financial advisor. Choose low-cost index funds. Many charge less than 0.1%, meaning more money stays in your pocket. Avoid expensive advisors. If you're paying high fees for financial advice, look for more affordable and efficient alternatives. Cutting unnecessary fees can make a huge difference in growing your wealth. The money you save today could mean a much more comfortable retirement tomorrow. Waste number 2. Frequently buying new cars. Have you ever stopped to calculate the true cost of changing cars frequently? Many people believe that having a new car every few years is a sign of success, but this mindset could be silently draining your wealth. Warren Buffett, despite being one of the richest men in the world, never wastes money on unnecessary new cars, and there's a clear reason for that. The depreciation of a new car is one of the biggest financial wastes out there. The moment you drive it off the dealership lot, your vehicle loses about 10% to 15% of its value instantly. In 5 years, depreciation can reach 60% or more. That means a $50,000 car could be worth just $20,000 in a few years. Now, imagine repeating this cycle multiple times throughout your life. You could easily waste hundreds of thousands of dollars just by constantly upgrading your vehicle. Buffett, even though he can afford any car in the world, chooses well-maintained used vehicles instead. He understands that the real value of money lies in investing it, not in impulsive spending. What can you do to avoid this mistake? Consider buying a slightly used car. Vehicles that are 2 to 3 years old have already gone through the steepest depreciation phase and are still in excellent condition. Keep your car longer. If it's still in good shape, holding onto it can be the smartest financial decision. Avoid long and expensive financing. High interest rates can make you pay far more for a car than it's actually worth. Small decisions like delaying a car upgrade for a few years or choosing a model with lower depreciation can save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. And that money can be put to much better use in securing your retirement and financial stability. Money waste number 3, keeping cash sitting in a savings account. If you're still keeping a large portion of your money in a savings account, it's time to rethink that strategy. It may seem like a safe option, but in reality, letting your money sit in savings could be slowly destroying your wealth. And Warren Buffett has always warned, money that isn't growing is losing value. The reason is simple. Inflation. Let's say the annual inflation rate is 3%, but your savings account only earns 0.5% per year. That means your purchasing power is shrinking every year. If you have $100,000 saved today, in 10 years, that money will be worth significantly less. What many people don't realize is that this invisible loss can create a huge hole in their retirement planning. Buffett has always advocated that money should be working for you, whether through solid investments or assets that keep up with economic growth. Letting cash sit idle is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. So what can you do to protect your wealth? Invest in assets that outpace inflation, low-cost index funds, treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, and dividend stocks are great options. Keep an emergency fund, but don't overdo it. Having accessible cash for unexpected expenses is crucial, but hoarding excess money in savings can hurt your long-term finances. Consider low-risk alternatives. High-yield savings accounts, certificates of deposit, CDs, and government bonds can offer better returns than a traditional savings account without compromising safety. Every dollar sitting in a savings account is slowly losing value. Instead of watching your money depreciate, put it to work for you and secure a safer, more comfortable retirement. Number 4, high-interest debt. You might think that carrying a small credit card balance or financing a purchase isn't a big deal, but the truth is, high interest rates can turn seemingly harmless debt into a bottomless pit, and Warren Buffett has always warned about this. Buffett has a clear rule: never pay unnecessary interest. He understands that compound interest is powerful when it works in your favor, but devastating when it works against you. To see the real impact, let's look at an example. Suppose you have $10,000 in credit card debt with a 20% annual interest rate, and you only make minimum payments. In just a few years, that debt could double or even triple, eating away at your wealth without you even noticing. Now think about this. While you're paying sky-high interest to the bank, those same institutions are using your money to invest and make profits. In other words, by staying in debt, you're making others rich while making yourself poorer. What can you do to escape this trap? Pay off high-interest debt as quickly as possible. Prioritize credit cards and personal loans before thinking about investing. Avoid unnecessary financing. Long-term payments can make you pay double or more for the same item. Negotiate lower interest rates. If you already have debt, try transferring it to lower interest options, such as refinancing or personal loans with better terms. Adopt a pay-in-full mindset. If you can't buy something without financing, it might not be the right time to purchase it. The difference between a stress-free retirement and a financially troubled one could come down to how well you manage your debt. The sooner you eliminate unnecessary interest from your life, the more money you'll have to invest in your future. Waste number 5. Investing without understanding where your money is going. Many people lose fortunes simply because they invest without truly understanding where their money is going. Warren Buffett has always emphasized a fundamental rule: never invest in something you don't understand. Yet, many fall into the trap of following random tips, chasing trends, or blindly trusting promises of quick returns. One of the biggest mistakes is investing in something just because everyone else is doing it. A classic example was the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s. Many investors poured money into tech stocks without even understanding how those companies made a profit, only to lose everything when the market crashed. More recently, similar situations have occurred with cryptocurrencies and trendy stocks. Buffett has always avoided speculative investments because he prefers solid, predictable businesses. Another common mistake is blindly trusting financial gurus and brokers who make money from commissions, regardless of whether your investments succeed. Many expensive funds and complex strategies are nothing more than ways to drain money from uninformed investors. How can you avoid falling into this trap? Study before investing. If you can't clearly explain how an investment works, think twice before putting your money into it. Choose simple, solid investments. Buffett recommends low-cost index funds as they track market growth without requiring risky bets. Be skeptical of promises of quick returns. If an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Maintain a diversified portfolio. This reduces risk and helps ensure you don't lose everything due to a single bad decision. The money you spent decades saving shouldn't be put at risk due to impulsive decisions. Investing with knowledge and caution is what separates those who build wealth from those who lose everything in the blink of an eye. Number 6. Impulsive spending and lifestyle inflation. Many people believe that as they earn more money, they can start spending more freely. This leads to what's called lifestyle inflation, where every income increase is matched or even exceeded by an increase in spending. The result? Even high earners often end up without enough savings for retirement. Warren Buffett never fell into this trap. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, he maintains a modest, no-frills lifestyle. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for just $31,500 and avoids unnecessary spending. His focus has always been on building long-term wealth, not impressing others with material possessions. The problem with lifestyle inflation is that it creates a hard-to-break cycle. You become accustomed to a high-spending lifestyle, and suddenly you have to keep working just to maintain it. This can delay or even jeopardize your retirement. So, what can you do to avoid this trap? Track your spending. Knowing exactly where your money is going is the first step to controlling your financial habits. Avoid impulsive purchases. Before spending, ask yourself, will this really improve my life in the long run? Increase your savings rate as your income grows. Instead of spending more when you earn more, redirect part of the increase toward investments. Prioritize experiences over material things. Traveling, spending time with family, and learning new skills bring more lasting happiness than luxury items that quickly lose value. Remember, true financial freedom doesn't come from how much you earn, but from how much you keep and grow over time. Maintaining a balanced lifestyle could be the key to a stress-free and secure retirement. If you want to learn more financial strategies to improve your life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the video appearing on your screen now to learn more.